What's up, team? I was just checking out this video. This one, well, there was a couple videos. This one right here up top. This was this guy. He built a remote, his own remote. He made his own remote, 3D printed everything. He used a company called PCBWay to print the circuit board. PCBWay. I was just on there a little while ago. So if we go here to the main page, PCBWay, you send in your schematics, diagrams, whatever it is you want to build, and you can build anything, and then they will print the circuit board and send it to you, and then you can solder your components on it. And then there's probably some more options right here. Like, check this out, PCB assembly. If we go here, this looks like a motherboard. So you just go in here and lay everything out, send out your order, and in a couple days it'll come to your house. Now, PCBWay does sponsor videos and things, but this isn't sponsored. It's just something I knew about and heard about a while back, but I never really talked about because I didn't talk about this kind of stuff. And then we've got, right, so he made his remote up here. But what we came to check out is this Japan's quantum internet. So we're going to open up Microsoft Edge, and we're going to see if we can find it. Japan's quantum internet. All right, quantum fiber internet, quantum, right, and we might get a lot of advertisements up here. Why Japan's quantum internet revolution changes everything. This is from Frank's World. This is the YouTube video that I learned about this from. She's a real person, but she does all her videos with this AI robot thing now. And I was like, well, dude, if people are going to be out here doing videos using AI robots, then I can just come out here and do videos with the real person, and maybe I will get some traction that they aren't getting, because I can connect with real people because I'm a real person, and I've spent some time building a setup that it will allow me to do things at that pace. So anyway, internet, Japan, best eSIM. So let's see. I want to see where this thing came from. Japan Joint Research Group launches quantum computing. All right, this is 2023, so that's old. Let's go back up to the top here. Japan's new quantum breakthrough cuts qubit needs and boosts. All right, let's take a look. I'm going to control click this. This will open it in another tab. Then we can switch over to that tab. All right, so 3-minute read published a week ago. So this probably isn't it. Let's go back. Let's go back and check out this WordPress blog real quick. Quantum fiber internet. This one right here from Frank. And then we'll check out Google. All right, so Frank's World, right? So he's quoting this right here. Looks like, imagine a world where everything was perceived, blah, blah, blah. All right. All right, what is the big deal? Well, think about it in our current digital age. Yeah, whatever. Okay. See, this is, all right. All right. Can't believe everything you see on the internet. Let's go to Google. All right, and we're going to say Japan and quantum internet. All right, quantum fiber, sponsored again. Quantum Internet Task Force. Let's see, we got Facebook, Neil deGrasse Tyson, Japan launches world first quantum internet. All right, let's check that out. Okay. All right, so this is quantum fiber. This has something to do with the house. This is fiber internet. This is the name of the company or the package they're offering or whatever. So that's non-relevant. Quantum Internet Task Force, Japan Quantum Internet Industry, Academia, Government. All right, so let's see. Quantum Internet Task Force is of researchers, developers, and newcomers to cooperate to create the future ICT society. Quantum Internet. Quantum Internet is a field to maximize the power of quantum information over distance. The quantum internet is a future ICT infrastructure which is indispensable for the quantum-based era. What is that? What is the quantum-based era? All right, why task force? Okay, whatever. All right, let's go see what is over here on the Neil deGrasse Tyson Facebook page. I don't know if this is his official page. Japan just launched an unhackable quantum internet, and it could change how the entire world connects. And then it says, here's detailed analysis from Ricardo Portilla. And he posts a detailed analysis from ChatGPT. The internet is turning into garbage. All right, this is a game changer, right? What's game changing? Japan's quantum internet. See more. All right. In a quiet but groundbreaking development, Japan has launched the world's first quantum internet test network, a radical leap toward unhackable communications and lightning-fast data exchange built by National Institute of Information Communications Technology, NICT. This network stretches across Tokyo in Chiba, using quantum entanglement and photon-based encryption to transmit data with absolute security. Unlike today's internet, which is vulnerable to cyber attack and data leaks, the quantum network uses qubits, units of quantum information that collapse when observed. This means any attempt at hacking immediately alters the data, making eavesdropping virtually impossible for a country that already leads in robotics, microelectronics, and precision engineering. This move reinforces Japan's status as a cutting edge in digital evolution. The Tokyo-Chiba corridor, dubbed the quantum communications backbone, is currently being used to test secure video calls, banking transactions, and national security systems. In the future, this could scale to global networks linking hospitals, research centers, and even space stations, ushering in a new age of quantum connected infrastructure. The implication are mass military communications, stock exchange, personal privacy, and all stand to be revolutionized. And for AI systems that rely on vast secure data sets, this is a dream come true. Japan is not just imagining the future, is building it one photon at a time. Sounds like a straight up advertisement. Is this the real Neil deGrasse Tyson Facebook page? This can't be. Yeah, I don't know. This must be some sort of meme page or something. This whole thing sounds like an April Fool's joke. All right, so let's see what the Chat GPT has to say. Here's a detailed analysis of factual accuracy broken down by major claims. Japan has launched the world's first quantum internet test network. Partly true, but misleading. Japan's role. Japan has been actively developing quantum communication networks, particularly through NICT, National Institute of Information and Communications Technology, and has created a test bed network in the Tokyo-Chiba region. Not the world's first, China was the first to launch a nationwide quantum communications network, the Beijing-Shanghai backbone, starting in 2016, and also launched a quantum satellite, Mikias, in 2017. All right, so there are a lot of quantum stuff going on in China. I didn't even know about this. So let's copy this. And then let's see other efforts. Other efforts exist. U.S., Europe, Canada also have quantum test networks in operation. So we want to find the U.S. quantum test network. So let's bring up our knowledge base over here. And then I'm just going to capture some of these while I'm working here, right? So we're going to say research U.S. quantum-based computing networks and test networks. And then let's paste in those notes that we copied. We're going to grab this link too. Well, it's on Facebook. Well, let's see. Control C. And we'll go right there. So we got that from Facebook. Okay. And then let's see. I'm not exactly sure why this didn't pop up as a URL. I should be able to click on this, but I can't. Anyway, I'll figure that out later on. All right, let's go back here to our main screen. It says, all right, likely true for testing purposes, speculative. This is a possible future, not current reality. I didn't think so. Conclusion, a vision of the future, not a current fact. Military communication, stock exchange, and AI could revolutionize, plausible, but speculative. All right, so yeah, this reads like an advertisement. There must be something else going on in the news that can actually benefit people. This seems like a big distraction. So at any rate, my bad. I didn't mean to alert you guys to something that didn't necessarily exist, but I came across this on the internet, and I came across it on YouTube. And I was actually gonna watch that video, but I'm happy I didn't, because it would have just been a waste of time. This doesn't exist, right? It's more AI hype. For those of you that are afraid that AI is gonna take your job, AI is not gonna take your job. Your manager is going to give it to AI or someone else, and they're probably gonna do it because someone told them to. And that's just the way it is. And you're not gonna know until you get fired, and that'll be it. Because you're most likely an at-will employee, and then you go and you'll get another job somewhere else. So what you should be doing is you should be brushing up your resume. And this is what I recommend. You write your resume as if it were a detailed advertisement. And I'm currently working on a document to tell you how to do that. See, I've been fired from a number of technical jobs, and I've studied systems my entire existence, right? And there's a few things you have to hack. You have to hack machines, and that's by way of keywords, but you can't lie. You got to tell the truth, because you got to be able to ask some questions. At some point, the machines are going to be interviewing you. They'll be asking you questions. They might ask you to build a little project or something, and then you'll build that project using a machine, and then they'll analyze your project for whether or not it was built by a machine. That's a possible future, probably about as possible. It's even more possible, more likely, maybe 1,000,000 times more likely than a quantum network. Is it possible? Maybe, but we're already living in a quantum network. So it seems like we're trying to do something that already exists. And when I say that, I'm talking about the real world. So what you do is you go out here and you use technology for fun and profit, PROPHET. So you can go out and make funds and profits. Don't lock yourself to a desk with golden handcuffs for somebody who's going to fire you because you're an at-will employee, when you could go out into the world and use those same skills for yourself. At the beginning of this video, I showed you a guy who just 3D printed a remote, right? AI isn't going to take his job. And right, if more people did stuff like this, then the huge overlords wouldn't be sucking the country dry with all of their debt in excess. Now, not all of that stuff is bad, because some of us like to build luxury yachts. Some of us like to build luxury cars. Some of us like to drive luxury cars. So these things are all good, and you can do these things as well. It's now easier than ever. That's the number one secret of AI, is that anybody can use it to do anything that they want to do if they're willing to put forth some physical effort once they have all the information. On that note, team, I'm your biggest fan, The Real Casadero. Thanks for hanging out with me here, and I will see you in the next broadcast. Peace.